county has closed down 3 roads.
I just pray and hope everybody's okay.
Good morning and thank you for watching, everyone. In the Maui Alert News Center, we have some breaking news to tell you about. This is a large fire in the Lahaina area. A brush fire has now closed the highway. Let's go right to that. This fire started around 1 o'clock this morning in the valley area near Lahaina, and we have the Honoapiilani highway now closed in both directions. This news just coming out. The county has closed that highway in both directions so they can fight this fire. This is a fire that has forced the evacuation of the shelter there at the Lahaina Intermediate School, has forced those people now to go to the Lahaina Civic Center. Large brush fire that started around 1 o'clock this morning. Don't have a lot of other details other than that, and it is fast moving according to the fire department, so they are asking people to stay away from the area. You're not going to be able to get to the area if you're on the Honoapiilani highway. They have now closed that in both directions, so a very urgent matter. We have heard reports from people in the area who say the fire is intense. They can feel the heat from where they're standing. No reports of injuries, and not a lot of reports at all right now from the fire department in terms of whether any structures have been put at risk or not. We can tell you that this was one that they, again, started fighting around 1 o'clock this morning. A news release just a little bit ago said that at that time there were 10 fire companies fighting this fire. Tankers from both the fire department and the public works department were on scene trying to put water on this. We can tell you that that's not the only fire that happened last evening / early this morning. We saw another fire. Maui Alert observed another fire on the hills north of Ma'alaia, on the opposite side of the hills there, that looked like it was spreading quickly too, and it was whipped up by the wind. The wind was particularly intense at that time. No doubt the wind is a factor here as well. But to recap, we have breaking news of a Lahaina area fire. This happened in the Kakaua Valley, the Kauala Valley there in Lahaina, and firefighters are still responding to that fire. Maui Alert is asking anybody that has pictures or video of what's going on there to send them to us or give us a call here at the Maui Alert News Center. We'd be happy to take those pictures and would like to talk to you about what you're seeing there. Firefighters have told us that, again, they are aggressively working this, but they're closing the highways because they do need that to keep the people out of the area and, of course, the access to fight the fire. So that is the breaking news at the moment. As for weather, we'll tell you about that also. We have, at least in the central Maui area, winds of about 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 36 miles an hour. Have not seen a whole bunch of rain at this point, not in this area, and certainly in the Kihei area up until late last evening. Very dry there also. So the hurricane force winds were supposed to, the hurricane-related winds were supposed to hit the island after 2 a.m., and certainly they are stronger than they have been recently, but they're not necessarily destructive in nature from what we can tell at this point. Have had some reports of spotty power outages, but nothing widespread to report at this point. To recap last night's late-breaking story, the MECO, the Maui Electric Company, has suspended its repair service, sending that news release late last night, just before midnight, suspending its repair service due to the safety concerns related to high winds and falling trees. So they said, according to that news release that they sent last evening, that they will be back on this as soon as possible, as soon as conditions allow them to safely return and get on top of it. So a lot going on this morning. We will keep you informed, but for now, the big thing to remember is you're not going anywhere if you're headed to or from the Lahaina area on the Honoapiilani Honoapiilani Highway, excuse me, they have closed that due to the fire there, and certainly doing their best to get a grip on that before it causes any more destruction. We will keep you up to date. Thank you so much. Aloha.